Hello, and welcome to Math 155 Contemporary Mathematics here at Aiken Technical College for the summer of 2003. And in this session, we'll take a look at the course and how it's laid out through Blackboard and by XYZ homework. The first thing I want to just mention is that there are no grades or no assignments whatsoever in Blackboard. All of the assignments and all of the grades will be posted in XYZ homework. Okay, with that being said, we'll take a look at the tabs that are on the left-hand side of Blackboard. And the very first announcement that you will arrive to is the Announcements tab. And in the Announcements tab, you will find important information about the course. For this course, the course ID is 37758. And that's the ID you'll need to use once you register in XYZ homework. And on this announcements page, I'll post announcements and several things that are going on with the course. The next tab that we see is the syllabus tab. And this is the syllabus tab for Math 155. This is a 3-credit hour math course. The prerequisites are Math 101 or an acceptable placement score. Here's the course description. This course includes techniques and applications of the following topics: properties of operations with real numbers, elementary algebra, consumer math, applied geometry, measurement, graph sketching and interpretations, and descriptive statistics. The required materials for the course are an XYZ access code. The textbook is not required because the textbooks is housed online, and I'll show you how to access the textbook once we enter XYZ homework. The only other required materials would be a scientific calculator. Now, you don't have to go out and purchase a graphing calculator. A scientific calculator would have the sine, cosine, and tangent functions. Here are the learning outcomes from the course. And I won't read through this in its entirety, but here are the course learning outcomes. We have a critical thinking student learning outcome, and if you have been attending Aiken Tech, you'll know that this is the culture of our institution to identify, collect, analyze, develop, and evaluate. Now, there are student learning outcomes, however, you will not be tested on these particular items. There's a standard attendance policy, and it states that you must attend at least 80% of the courses. Since this is an online course, I would recommend that you log in no less than 2 times per week, or you may be subject to withdrawal from the course. We have a students with disabilities policy, an academic dishonesty policy. There's also an academic integrity pledge. There's a place for you to sign and date. No need to physically sign and date and hand this copy to me. Since you're already registered for the course, you acknowledge all of the policies, procedures, and pledges contained within this document. So at your leisure, please take some time to read through the syllabus. The next tab is the addendum tab. And the addendum tab gives the expectations of you as a student, and it also gives you an indication of how your grade is determined. And here is my information. I'm your instructor, Mr. Diallo Cummings. My office is in room 752. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 11 to 2, and I telecommunicate on Thursday and Friday, which means I'm off campus. If these hours are to change, I will post them in the announcement section in Blackboard. Here's my phone number, 803-508-7466, and here is my email address. So once again, the required materials are an XYZ access code and a scientific calculator. And here is the grading policy. There are 4 categories. Homework, which is weighted at 20%, and the homework is open all semester long. However, when you start to have trouble, I would get some help as soon as possible, either from myself or from the tutoring center. The quizzes are worth 25% of the grade. Each quiz acts as a study guide for the test. There are 3 attempts at every question on the quiz. However, there's only 1 attempt. The tests are worth 25% of the test grade. All tests must be taken on or before the due date. Any test taken after the due date will incur a 10% penalty. Another thing about the test, all tests will be done through XYZ homework. We will not utilize honor lock. And lastly, we have the final exam, which is 30% of the grade, and there are no final exam exemptions. Everyone must take the final exam. And lastly, we have the 10-point grading scale. There's also an instructor information link. And here again, this is my information, my phone, office number, and office hours. And lastly, here is the tutoring information. Now, if you're brand new to XYZ, in order to register for the course, you'll simply take a note of this course ID, 37758. You'll click on XYZ homework, and you're going to sign up as a student. You're going to enter in the given information. Once you put in the given information, it's going to ask you for a course ID. Once you put in that course ID, you are automatically enrolled into the course with the 15-day free trial. Okay. Once you are into the course, you're going to see, I'm going to go into student view. This is the layout for XYZ homework. So here again, I'll just go through the course. So to the very top and the left, we have links. This first link is a message link where you can send an email to myself. We have a forums link, and I do not use forums in the class. This is just a pre-manufactured link through XYZ homework. Well, here we have a calendar view, and the calendar gives us all of the due dates for the test. We also have a course map, and this basically gives you an outline layout for the course. There's also a grade book link that keeps track of your grade to date. However, I would take the grade book with a grain of salt. It only grades you on the assignments that you have attempted. The grade book will not be 100% correct until you've attempted every assignment, including the final exam. So if we scroll down a little bit further, there is a link to the ebook. There's also another link to the Math 155 syllabus. That was the same syllabus housed in Blackboard. In order to access the homework assignments, the quizzes, and the tests, we have the drop-down menu. And notice that Module 1 is from May the 8th through May the 22nd. Module 2 is from the 22nd through the 7th, and so on and so forth. In order to access the homework, quiz, and test, you'll simply click on the drop-down arrow. It says that Module 1.1 homework. Now, this is not an actual due date. The dates that you see here are for pacing reasons only. This homework it's not actually due, but around May the 10th, you should actually be somewhere close to this assignment. We have a class lesson. So if you click on this link, you will find a lecture by me for this particular section, 1.1. There's also some formula sheets that may or may not be posted for the particular section that you're working in. You'll also find some solutions. For example, this would be a video solution for problem number 15 in this homework assignment. So once you complete this homework assignment, and I'll just click on a homework assignment, right? Notice that there are 15 possible points, which means that there are 15 questions in this homework assignment. There's a video solution for number 15. And also this assignment is due on July the 27th, which is the last day of the course. So if I hit start, notice that once again there are 15 questions. I can go back and forth. You can answer the questions as many times as you need to in order to get them right. So everyone should strive for 100% on the homework. So you'll complete 1.1, you'll complete 1.2. And notice again, this data is for a pacing reason only. You'll complete 1.3, you'll complete 1.4, you'll take the quiz. I would suggest that you take the quiz before taking the test, and then you would actually take the test. Tests taken after this date will incur a 10% penalty. So you'll follow the same steps for modules 2 through 5. One thing about module 5, the statistics part of the course is homework only, and you will not see these items on the final exam. And lastly, our final exam will be due 7/27. You will not have to report to campus to take the final exam. You'll simply click this link and proceed to take the final exam. Thanks for watching.